So Penny, one of your many talents is to help practices that might want to know what their local street community thinks about them, and that's a product that they can buy into, which is why they've clicked this button. They've come through to Vox Pop, which is Vox Populi, the voice of the people.
Yes.
So if they wanted to do this, they'll end up with you.
Yes.
At some point.
At some point, yes.
So it's a simple, short process. So what needs to happen from someone going, I'd like to know what people think about this, to them getting the results? What would happen?
Right. Well, if they haven't already, they would probably need to speak to one of the trainers, so probably Lisa, or it may have just come through as a general inquiry. Mm-hmm. So we would want obviously to have a look at what that individual practice want. We wouldn't just go out and do the Vox Pop, because it could be part of a whole holistic approach to what the practice needs.
Holistic approach, like that.
So if they decide that a Vox Pop is appropriate, we have street researchers that we use, and we need certain information from the practice. So for example, who they see their competitors are, where they want to actually based against. So if you've got a practice that has several practices within a group, they may just want to target one of them.
So if there were 4 or 5 sites, but they might only want one of the sites,
that's right.
We need to stand in that town, not that town.
Exactly, yeah, perfectly. But so we then concentrate on that area. We need to know from them who they see their competitors are in that area, and then we employ the street researcher, who is incredibly good, goes out and gets us 50 responses on the questions that we're asking.
And the key there is the competitor set, so that in this town, they see their competitors as 4 or 5 local practices.
Yes.
And the street researcher will be asking a series of questions and making notes and filling in the survey.
Absolutely.
But we need to know who they are in competition with.
Yes,
to help
that's
with
absolutely key, because that's what the street researcher is going to be asking against. So the questions are, who is your current vet, out of this list? And it may be that who we see, if we do that research ourselves, isn't necessarily the same competitor that the practice sees, because we have had instances where the practice that we're helping actually sees their competitors as several more miles away for whatever reason. So we do need that information from the practice.
And they would talk to you about that, and then from them saying, yes, I'd like it done, how long does it normally take?
It takes around about 2 weeks, but if it's part of a larger piece of work that we're doing, then it would probably sit within the time frame of that.
For like a fixer or something?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It would then sit within the fixer and would probably take more probably 6 weeks.
Because there are other things as well.
Exactly, and then the whole thing comes together at the end in the completed package.
Fantastic. So the benefits of doing that would be that often, as you said, the practice might find out something that it didn't know.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of research.
Absolutely, and it can go down to, were the receptionists friendly? Was the car park accessible? What are the reasons that you've chosen this vet? How many vets are you registered with?
And that's always a surprise as well, isn't it? So there's always something in there.
Yes, it is. It's a really useful piece of research.
Cool. Lovely. Thank you for you.
Pleasure.